Moving right on, and time for some market chatter. Vinit Bolinjkar from Ventura Securities joins us now. Vinit, hi, good afternoon. You seem to have a selectively optimistic view on the markets. What is it that you're cautious about at this point of time, and what's keeping you optimistic?
So, basically there are two facts to it. As we enter the election time period, the market generally does start moving upward. And here we are looking at select mid-cap and small-cap names moving against the market. This is despite the fact that, we have seen a bloodbath going on previously. And the global situation in terms of liquidity is kind of coming down. So each global withdrawal that happens from quantitative tightening is akin to raising interest rates. Although the bond yields may not go up, but the kind of shortage that is created at the firm level, it can get very difficult. So given these kind of two forces which are at play, I believe that you need to be cautiously optimistic. And within this space, we like the private banks of Axis and ICICI, where there are a couple of things playing out. One is going to be the write back due to the IBC clearances, and two is new management in place, which is going to drive efficiencies and aggression, which will play the way forward. So that is why we are selectively optimistic amidst the background which is kind of collapsing a bit, if I may say.
Right. Let's also talk about Confidence Petroleum. Now, that's a stock we typically don't talk about too much on the street. What is it that's making you bullish on this stock? What are some triggers or fundamentals that you seem to have liked?
So one is that they're getting into, the gas story is playing out in a big way, and they are very aggressively going out into the auto LPG dispensing space. So this is where we see the growth come in. Second is that they are a very net debt-free company, and being in the LPG space, they also have got contracts for bottling with the various PSUs. And they are also in the segment of providing composite cylinders to the retail side. Apart from this, their sourcing base is very strong. They are managing to, despite being fringe players, they have been able to manage the inventory very well. And I believe because of this, we are expecting revenue growth could go up more than 2.5 times in the next 3 to 4 years, and we are expecting PAT to move from about 26 crores registered last year to about 140-150 levels. So given this kind of growth, there is general buoyancy in city gas distribution plays also, and this being a very niche kind of play in auto LPG in certain states where CNG rollout is not happening that quickly, we believe that this stock is kind of a stock which is under the radar and could be doing well as we go out.
Wow, that's a lot of confidence you're showing in this particular counter. But let's talk about some other names and other packs that you are bullish on. And you've pointed out particularly ICICI Bank and Axis Bank. Now, both of them have had a very fresh change of management very recently. So, is that what's keeping you upbeat, or do you think there are more triggers that seem to be working for both of these banks?
See, under the erstwhile management, if you take the example of Axis, it was kind of, very laid back. But there is a newfound aggression in the management. Two is we will see a lot of high profile entries coming into the businesses. And three is that, the focus will not only be on getting revenue generation, but the focus will also be on tightening up the costs. So with cost efficiency playing out and aggression being present, and the canvas does allow you to do that, because a lot of the private public sector banks are devoid of growth capital. So this is one place where ICICI, which Axis, which had recently received its injunction, will is well placed to benefit from that. So we believe that being large banks, the infrastructure growth story is going to play out. The economy needs a lot of growth money to growth capital to grow, and these two banks are there. They're just in the right place to take on that business because they are very well diversified in terms of both corporate as well as on the retail side. So both their growth metrics are going to play out.
Okay, Vinit, we'll let you go on that note. Really appreciate you joining us and giving us your perspective on individual stocks and market at large.